Hi everyone, welcome to A Cast a Game. This is a game that I played against Apooche in last week's America Advanced Weekend Tournament. This tournament I was a little tired coming into. I wasn't sure if I was going to play the whole thing because I played in the European tournament earlier in the day. But I figured I'd give it a go until I lost. If I lost early, I would abandon or whatever. And I kept winning, and it was going really, really well for me. And a bit of a spoiler alert, this was one of the best tournaments that I've played in all of Mechabellum so far. So in this game here, Apooche and I are matched up, and neither of us have lost a game yet. So I've been playing pretty aggressively lately. I was having a tough time with standard play, so I pivoted probably 3 weeks ago to playing more aggressive. And I've been climbing like crazy. I think I've just like found a nice way to play, something that suits my style, and it's been working. I've been telling myself, I should just play like me and not try to copy other players and just do what I think and make my decisions and not do crazy tech switches or anything to respond to my opponent's board, and just focus on mine with as little changes as possible. So not having to sell out of everything and finding ways to either move units or do something to direct attention elsewhere so that my units will be effective again. Anyways, so first round starts out here. We have a fortified spec for Apooche, and I'm saber-tooth spec. So I've been really liking the sledgehammers lately, so sledge crawler seems like really good to me. So that's what I chose. And Apooche goes for the ball arclight. Lose the first round, quite badly actually. But now here we've got the drops. We've got the Elite Phoenix, Extend Range Arclight, Improved Tarantula or Laser Sight. Phoenix is something that I like to go into, especially against, Arclights and Steel Balls. But level 3 Phoenix is pretty expensive, so I think I spend a while considering this, but ultimately I end up going for the Laser Sight. Apooche is still considering maybe extended range, maybe laser sight, not sure. He's got great positioning on my chaff here though. Anyway, so I'm saber-tooth spec, so I got the saber-tooth down round 2. Pop the laser sight on that to deal with this arclight as soon as possible. The range is quite close. And then I've already got my Phoenix in round 2 to try to deal with the steel balls coming in and these arc lights. Phoenix just do crazy good work against that. Looks like Apooche's going for more chaff, more fangs. Just making it so I can't use a missile or anything cheeky on his arc lights, including the saber-tooth. Like the saber-tooth's not going to be able to directly hit the arc light. It's going to go for the fangs, so good move. He's got the laser sight, doesn't use it yet. Interesting. And I'm just playing my board. I'm kind of ignoring the right here. I know that this is going to kill my board again, but I'm just trying to build up my side. I really want to get levels on my sledges and prevent levels on his steel balls. So if I were to put units on the right, it'll be more likely that the steel balls on the right will level up. It'll be more and more difficult. So this round I'm kind of banking on him not having anti-air, or good enough anti-air against the Phoenix. So luckily that came true. And it looks like this round is going to go my way, purely because of these Phoenix getting crazy good damage. So that's the end of round 2. So this was cool. Playing against a player like Apooche, hugely successful player. Very strong player, the strongest that I've played against. And finally, like doing damage even on round 2. It's like a big confidence boost, you know. So now the reinforcements come up right away, round 3. We've got Fire Badger, Farseer, Wasp, and Sandworm. For me, looking at this, I'm contemplating between the Fire Badger and the Farseer, and I go for the Fire Badger. I have a lot, like 3 Fire Badgers is so strong. And right now, you know, I have the single target Phoenix, I have the single target Sabertooth, and what I need to do is clear out these fangs. I need to make sure there's no chaff available so that my heavy hitters here can do their work on the fragile Arclight and Steel Balls. So, and then I think this was the Wraith was an option too, right? I can't remember exactly, but I was pretty sure that a Wraith was coming at some point anyway, if it wasn't in that selection just now. And yeah, so now I'm going back into the sledges. I like the sledges. I'm trying to do the side flanks, trying to pull things away. I like this sort of asymmetrical attack here. Oh, sorry, he picked the Farseer, right? The Wraith was what he purchased. So Farseer, pretty good. Level 2 Farseer is very good. But yeah, these Fire Badgers just do crazy work, like immediately on the chaff, and I'm pushing through. And now this Wraith, even with the laser sights, you know, it's not able to do anything. My Phoenix just chop it down. So this is actually a pretty big win here. This Farseer, even though it's got like tons of damage, tons of health at level 2, I've just got too much stuff. And now, I'm starting to get some levels on these sledges. So this is a big moment. We both skip here. Yeah, nothing good there. But yeah, this moment, so I'm now starting to get levels in the sledges. And Apooche knows at this point, because of this flank here and the extra sledges, that's probably what I'm going to be going for. I'm not scared of this Wraith, right? I've already got the counter with the Phoenix. I just need to make sure that all the fangs, all the crawlers, all the chaff dies, and I will be fine. So I got to keep leveling up these sledges, the Phoenix. I haven't leveled up the Sabertooth because I'm not actually planning on keeping it forever. It's still doing quite a lot of work here, so it is on the board, but eventually I am probably going to sell it, and I'm going to get the laser sights back, probably put them on the Phoenix or something like that. So now we've got the Scorpions coming down. Apooche's trying to do something right away. Like, you know, I've got the Fire Badgers and the Sledges. These are terrible against Scorpions. But Phoenix, again, very strong unit against Scorpions. Very strong against Arclights. Very strong against Wraith. Very strong against Steel Ball. So against Farseer. If it gets hits on Farseer, it's good. But Farseer generally a bit better than the Phoenix. But anyways, so now I see that there's Scorpions. I also put a missile on the side to try to slow down if the Steel Ball was coming, but he sold the Steel Ball. So Scorpions do a ton of work, right? They kill the Fire Badgers right away, and then they're going after sledges too. So now my job at this point, so like look at this, right? I've got the sledges left, I've got the Phoenix left, I've got an Arclight here. So the meat of my army is still alive, but I have no chaff. So this round actually goes is pretty close. So I know all I need to do is make sure that I can keep my units alive with slower chaff. If I build chaff down here to try and tank for later on. So round 4 goes to Apooche. The Wasp, Tarantula, Stormcaller, and Rhino. And I go for the Rhino. Double Rhino. So the Rhino, I saw like that he's got all of his troops up the front, and I would really want to start pulling things back. I want to expose the core buildings here if I can, so I can move up, kill the towers, and then do the most damage possible. If I can bring the Rhinos back, then it forces the Farseer to shoot back, forces any late chaff to go over there or whatever, and slow things down. And that's all I want. You know, the sledges need to slow roll forward, take out the towers. That's what we want. So now, yeah, I've got some crawlers, some later crawlers here. There's more wraiths coming down, because he sees them going, you know, mostly ground. But I for the possibility of a flank with the wraith, I made sure to throw down some Phoenix along the sides here as well. Also stops if there's, you know, steel balls or whatever with the mobile beacon. For example, the Rhinos. I think that's what it was. I wanted to keep these Phoenix on the side in case he dropped Rhinos in the corner, just like how I did. So yeah, here we go. I got more crawlers on the flank here. And now we're pushing through. I even get the high mobility right away. You know, I want to run this down as quickly as possible. Give my Rhinos speed as well as my sledges. These Scorpions doing tons of work. But it looks like the Rhino, boom, one hit. There we go. You got the debuff. This Rhino's still alive. Wraith is shooting the Rhino, so it's not able to attack my Phoenix. And this looks great. Right? He went for wasps. Picked the wasps, but my anti-air is just these Phoenix, but because my tanky units are on the ground, like, you know, the Phoenix aren't going to get touched. So it ends up being a pretty big hit. But now there's like the liability of having these Rhinos. So there's underground threat, mobile beacon, whoop, a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, underground threat, this is like the most important thing. You know, this middle is so exposed. There's still nothing here. You know, I want to keep directing troops back, and like having the chaff here may direct the Scorpions as well, so that they won't kill all my stuff. I'm not even worried too much about these fire badgers, right? Like they get their flame off right away. They kill these first like fangs, and that's their job. That's all they got to do. And then the sledges behind to do the work. I'm not sure if I get range. I don't think so, because we're head to head here. Let's see what else. So yeah, I sold that what's it called, that tank there, and put the lasers on the back Phoenix so that it can do work from far. It can get damage done even though it's not as close. Now I'm trying to protect these Rhinos here with my crawlers. So the goal is like the crawlers will take any of the shots or whatever, or any of the slowdown from missiles, so that they still have full speed hopefully and able to do work to the tower. What else we got here? Oh, I go for the armor piercing on the sledges. That's what. So no range, just armor piercing. Need to get the damage done. So we can see this Rhino gets slowed, this Rhino gets slowed, but it's taking a lot of time. And in that time, yeah, these crawlers come out. They get they get that tower, just barely don't get the other tower. My Phoenix from behind saved my tower. And now this Rhino comes in, the one-hit wonder, takes down that tower, and that's another big hit for me. So this game is going really well in my favor. I can't believe it as I'm playing this. I'm just in awe, and I'm like, all right, we've got to, I can't go late game with this. Like, we've got to close this out, you know. Only 1,100 health left. So this is it, right? This is the last round. I need to win this. So I go for the additional deploy. I want to put everything into this that I can. Upgrade my Phoenix, because they're like, look at this damage on the Phoenix. It's insane, right? Phoenix counters everything on the board here other than the chaff. So good. So good. You got range and floating artillery on them. Range pick on the Scorpions here. That's interesting. So in my mind, Apooche's getting a lot more chaff now. And because my Fire Badgers are dying right away, I do have to eventually start dealing with this. So the best way to deal with, you know, this is like with Mustangs, right? Mustangs clear out any loose chaff. So if there were, for example, he doesn't have split, but anyways, if there was the split formation or anything like that, the Mustangs do a great job just clearing out loose chaff. So I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, just all Mustangs with range, and I say, okay, we gotta do this. Also, you know, it goes against the Wasps too. If there's any kind of flank with the Wasps, but if he moves a Wraith with doing any cheeky business, it covers my weakness right now, which is the air. So, well, the chaff and the air. So I think it was a excellent choice. And then I don't sell these rhinos. Like, they're still a problem, right? Apooche now goes for double shot range, right? So the double shot is amazing. We can't let these Scorpions get online, right? They'll kill the higher levels sledges. They kill the Fire Badgers right away. They'll kill everything. But yeah, these Phoenix are the heroes. Look at this. Look at this damage. This is insane. Even this one in the back. So let's see what happens here. On the missile in the front. They're just trying to clear all the chaff. So this Rhino survives. Both Rhinos survive. They don't get missiled. They only get missiled once they get closer to the tower. And now most of the tanks are all dead, but I've got these Mustangs. They're able to shoot the air as well as the Phoenix. And it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. You know, I got a whole squad of Mustangs over here. These Phoenix doing work. And it's not over yet. We got one more round. Missiles, Wasp Swarm, Battleship, and Incendiary. So at this point, I think I'm eyeing the Battleship. Yeah, that's right. I click it real quick. Because there's still this big vulnerability right in the middle here. I know if I can get this down, I just need to get the tower. If I can get the towers, everything else will crumble. So I'm going for it, right? I'm taking all the risks. I'm saying I've got to win as soon as possible. I do not want to play a long game against this player. And then yeah, three rounds of crawlers, trying to add like chaff so that these double shot Scorps won't just destroy everything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 extra crawlers, and we get loose formation, which is honestly a death sentence for Scorpions. When you can get loose formation with your crawlers, it's just incredible. So these rhinos still in the back, nothing's changing here. What we got? We got high mobility here. I have double upgrades, or well, single upgrades twice. Only the single defense upgrade. Interestingly, Apooche's going for the high mobility too, as a defender. And also going for the mobile battleship. So let's see what happens. I gotta zoom out a bit here. And my Overlord comes in right away. We're shooting down these Mustangs, but it's not locking on. And Apooche gets the first tower. So what's gonna happen here? I've got lots of chaff shooting from everywhere. I'm all over the place. Finally I get the tower. My Overlord's still alive. And now my Phoenix are cleaning up. Second tower goes down. Look at these crawlers. The Scorpions can't do anything to that. And that's just it. Once that battleship dies, that's game over. And this one, I can't believe it. I just beat one of the best players in the whole world. I'm just so thrilled. So anyways, I end up going through to the next round of this, and I keep winning and winning more games. Finally, I lost the game in the tournament, and I think I ended up 6-1 or 7-1, however many games there were. I ended up coming third place. So I'm super stoked. It's like one of the best games and tournaments that I had played in. Yeah, here we go. So we had Whooped. I'm not sure the second player. WX, Apooche, Lost to Cursed, Feed Shark Force, and Hots. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. I'm hoping to do some more casts like this in the future. Sometimes I don't feel like streaming, but I still have some really good games I want to show you guys. So those games will come up on the channel. I guess they'll be YouTube exclusive. So yeah, come check that out, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys come back and check them out. If you want to see me live, you can also check me out on Twitch, Twitch TV/odds01, I believe. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.